Hey Pisces, it's me, Brandy from Taurean.com. This is your October 2023 general reading into the vast amount of people. That being said, I don't know if this is you, little fish, or someone you're dealing with, but there is a need versus desire and wants, and it's at your own detriment, or whoever's that you may be following. Whatever the situation is, I do channel and then I pull to see what's going on in the world of whomever. Okay, this is like conscious things that are not satisfying the drive. Like whatever's going on, it's the drive is not needed. Okay, it's like Spirit's trying to shake you down. They're trying to make you be very aware, very present about what's going on, to work with your shadow. Everyone's having to work with their shadow right now. Okay, sorry, I'm a band-aid puller, I'm a shadow worker, I'm a spiritual mirror, so this is my natural ability. They want you to kind of reinvent yourself. They want you to face things that you've put off, that you didn't think was yours. I mean, they're wanting you to be in the dark so you can find like really awareness where you can't be in your familiar ways of how you deal with people, how you deal with things. So it's kind of a crisis type of, making you do things differently. And some of you may not like this message because of that, but like you want change, you gotta, there has to be something to change then. So this is major. It's like things aren't just gonna disappear. I do feel a blocking from view, you know what I mean? Like the identity. I usually like to say the identity with whatever you've been doing in your life, like how you're dealing with relationships of all sorts, business, family, or whatever. Like this is if this is a person you're dealing with and it's not you, it is an emotionally and mentally tied to the emotionally underdeveloped person or situation who just lashes out instead of processing things. Okay? Let's see what Spirit has to say about what I picked up. Okay. There we go. Get my lights here. I don't like how my cats have knocked this shit around. Alright. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Footprint. Direction. Boy, if that ain't. And then projection down below. Projecting much, eh? Where is... There it is. Okay. Footprints. Odin, don't be messing stuff up, Bubba. Okay. You're gonna see his little tail like blocking things. So we have footprints. Oh, there's a candle here. Let's move it. Let's move it. Footprints. You have been wondering which way in life, I don't want to block the view, you should go, and concerns regarding family, career, life purpose, they've all have risen up. The answer in this is go towards that which brings you closer to the divine. Seek which that truly feeds your soul, for this will show you the road to tread. Be careful, however, to understand what this truly means. The ego has a wonderful way of tricking you into dreaming up a get-rich-quick scheme. It's always consistent and loving. Step into your soul's knowing and focus on your heart's passion, talents, and interest. These clues will point you in the right direction. So that tells me off what I channeled and what this is saying, Pisces. Your conscious desire of what footprint, what plan you've mapped out is not really the one you're supposed to be doing, because you've pushed yourself off the path. You've put important decisions to the side, and you've not really chose the road of peace, or the higher road, really. And it's a mental thing, and you've not been listening, and so that's why they're getting ready to throw you. off course, my friend. We're getting ready to throw you off course. You like my onion that's now shriveled within 24 hours of protection? Tell me that didn't soak it up. Alright. Here's my jack-o'-lantern tarot for you. Oh, it's your swat tail. Let's dig a little more about this for you, Pisces. If you're here for truth and reality and you really, really want to heal, you'll stick around and you'll hit subscribe. If you want frou fairy tales, then I guess this is not the channel for you. I do shadow work. Death, boy. No longer able to rely or do the things you would normally do. This is a major identity cracking. When I get death, that's goodbye to your former self. The one you've always relied on. Okay. Four of Cups. Not really wanting to see that. Feel like you're stuck, like nothing's happening for you because you refuse to decide what desire is driving you. Like everything you're trying isn't working. Well, you might need to ask yourself why. You might need to ask yourself why. 10 of Cups, because that dream life, that vision that came about isn't working. How you've mapped it out was on top. Page of Cups. See, the page is very far from the 10, folks. It's a long ways from the 10. Okay? Everyone's looking towards the future besides the Four of Cups. Four of Cups isn't looking at the future. It's stuck in the past. The past is trying to let itself go. But, yeah. Like, there's... It's gonna bring a lot... If you don't deal with this direction thing, it really will become a life or death issue. You can't be superficial. You have to evaluate your choices. You have to change how you've always operated. That's why you feel stuck. Okay? Very uncomfortable. Very, very uncomfortable. Wow. No jealousies allowed. No, I don't know. This is a doorway. This is a doorway you keep refusing to open. Okay? It's almost like you're getting visions, but you're seeing them incorrectly, and that's why you may be making the wrong choices. The desire, a lot of paranormal with the Four of Cups and death, like just... for me, basically, like if I channel and these were to come out and I've already seen things, that's normally a lot of paranormal activity latching onto people, right? And especially people who are superficial, using resources, finances, stuff like that. That's because that's a crack for these things to get through. Okay? They feed off that. I'm just going to put that out there. They feed off that. So there's a lot of unexplained phobias and stuff like that, and anxiety and paranoia. Health-wise, this is not good. This is not good. We're living on what we think life should be with no real direction. I'm just going to put that out there. I'm just going to put that there. Okay. Ace of Wands. Ace of Swords. The Moon showing up in your own reading. This is action without words and being sneaky. Those are addictions. That is sadness. Sex. 10 of Swords. If you're thinking about hurting yourself, please reach out to a professional person, because really, things can be turned around. Things are always one decision away from a better life. And some people get so caught up. The Empress. Okay. Taurus, Libra. Who are you dealing with if you're dealing with a person? Let's see here. Taurus, Libra, yourself, Cancer, Scorpio, Capricorn, when I see that. Okay. So, these are just a lot of hidden tendencies, a lot of shadow work, things not turning out the way you wanted. A lot of depressing thoughts. Trying to, yeah, the Emperor. Trying to rule things maybe with finances, or trying to control emotions, trying to hide emotions. Like, you can't do that. You can no longer rely on that. I feel like there is a person on the outside that's trying to show you the easier way. The fact that it just spun that way too, looking over everything. This isn't, you know, you're not going to get there like this. You can't give half-ass and then hide everything else and expect things to happen. Just saying. Alright, so I do have a new deck I've been using for this. I want to get it out. The way I've been doing it, you'll see. I have a little more detail. Pisces. We're going to pull for your 4, because there's a lot of people, you know, that may connect about what this is about. So, early age, a young female and self-identity is the lesson. Abandoned, orphaned, childhood trauma, and that is about the identity. Okay. Avoid, because it's all about identities and lesson and death. That's what I got. Yes, thank you, Spirit. Identity, lessons, and death. Childhood. A current, this is going on now, current lifetime. Self-expression. Natural disaster. One more. Mexico is a location. I got imprisonment from your own trauma. And charity. But this is like vices. Vices stand out to me. Vices. Yeah. Underneath the deck is, what is that? Human sacrifice. And ritual priest. Man. Yeah, don't be sending out that energy, folks. I send that right back. I just blocked someone anyways. Literally just took a piss on them and did all my other stuff. I ain't having it. Ain't having it, bro. Let's see. Let's pull these back. I don't know why I felt like only pulling those back, but I did. Now let's see if you're dealing with someone when it needs to be said or what should be said, and we will close this out. I mean, your advice is really put the effort into doing something different instead of sitting in misery or only accepting a half-ass from other people, right? No one likes to look at their own stuff. I'm constantly faced with it. I either have to face it or not. And, like, sometimes things are harder, but at least acknowledge. I don't want to be alone. Well... Don't wait for me, please. So move on. Someone can't get it together. 2, please do what is best for your heart. And it's all just too much. I cannot even. Childhood trauma. And I don't know who I am anymore. Yes, you're going through a big thing. Going through a big, big thing. This come out several times about the underdeveloped mental and emotional capacity of what's going on. So, like I said, they're trying to get you to do things differently. You can know if this someone really is flashing money out there, or so used to getting it handed to them to fix things temporarily, you can no longer do that. They will be taking that from you. You have to dive in and fix things, like physically. Okay? So make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe, and comment, and just know it's for your best interest in the end.